Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Facebook Marketplace. I had one marketplace sale today, 2 Poshmark, and the rest were eBay. And when I say today, it is Tuesday, August 5th. These are sales from today and yesterday, maybe the day before too. We'll get started. The first one is an eBay sale, and it is bread and butter brand Torrid plus size. This isn't the right one. I've got 2 Torrid tops I'm shipping out. This one is the Torrid plus size 4X top lace inset bell sleeve satin purple. It's really, really pretty. I love this color of purple. My favorite color is purple. So we'll get that one shipped out. I'm going to use a 10 by 13 eBay poly mailer. I put deep aubergine purple. I don't know if that was the color on the Torrid website, probably. Just not a color I would have come up with on my own. It's going to Washington State. So it weighs 7.4 ounces. I'm rounding that up to 8. Shipping will be $4.89. Sales are still kind of slow, but I have been listing this week. I guess it's only Tuesday. I've been listing last week and this week pretty consistently. I paid $4.32 for this top. That would have been like half off of its regular price, probably at Salvation Army. And I think I already said it's going to Washington. Let's see how much they paid with shipping. They paid with shipping $27.54. This was promoted, so I paid more in fees. I gotta add my fees up together. $7.83 were my total fees. So I made $10.50, and that's kind of typical for a bread and butter item, typical for a Torrid top. Just keep in mind that that brand doesn't sell for a whole lot typically, but it can sell. They sent me an offer of $18.58, which I accepted. I'd have liked to have gotten $20 for it, but that was close enough. Maybe $4.32 is a little bit much to pay for bread and butter. Kind of thinking that it is. All right, so that one's done. Next is an interesting one, and this sold on Poshmark. It's a old vintage dustpan. I had to clean some spiders out of this. When I picked it up, it was in the garage at an estate sale, and I thought it was really neat. I looked up this brand, which is JV Reed, Louisville, USA. Those had a sell-through rate. I guess it wasn't a very good one because it did take a while to sell. So I found a box that'll work. It is actually an eBay box, but that's fine. A box is a box. I'm going to put some of these in the bottom to fill up the gaps in the space. I guess I don't have it taped on the bottom. Let me start over with this one. Okay, where is the tape gun? It's probably underneath this pile of stuff. Yep, there it is. That's just something unusual to sell on Poshmark. I'm kind of surprised I even posted it over there, but yeah, it's great. I'm going to put some of these USPS priority mail stickers on the box so that it can be identified as such. That is the kind of label Poshmark sends. And I'm just going to put them right over the eBay name. Why not? All right, let's get this printed. My title was J.V. Reed Metal Dustpan Vintage Floral MCM Made in USA, Louisville Brown Orange. They paid $18 plus shipping. I had it listed for $20. That would have been through an offer. I paid $1.54. That was my average cost of goods at the estate sale. It's going to LA. And fees would have been $3.60. So my profit was $12.86. The next one is another eBay sale. It is a rose and olive size 1X top heart print popover 3/4 sleeve lightweight semi-sheer. This was my top. Sold pretty quickly. Oh yeah, the dustpan. Let me tell you, that took, I guess I didn't add it to Poshmark until May. So I know that oh no, it sold, I listed it May of last year. So it took more than a year to sell. That is boo. So this is going to Illinois. Sent me an offer of 15, which I accepted. So 15 plus shipping, which comes to $23.33, and my fees were $3.62. And I'm saying that my cost of goods was $0 because this was a personal item. It sold in like less than a week, which is great. I'm going to put it in an 8x11 poly mailer. I could put it in an even smaller one, but I'm always afraid those 6x9s are going to get lost since they're so tiny. All right, it weighs 6.4 ounces. I'll round that up to 7. Put it in an 8x11. Shipping is $4.74. So my profit on this was $14.97, but I probably spent more than that when I bought it originally. So really just kind of getting my money back. The next one, lots plus size, because that's what I have been listing. Actually, this week I've been focusing on pants and stuff, but last week I was listing a lot of plus size. This has been listed longer than that, but still, that's one of the reasons. Pure J. Jill, size extra large to 3X. So this had a range. Woven embroidered poncho, tunic, beachy, resort, summer boho, and it also sold on Poshmark. I'm going to put it in a padded flat rate. And it sold for $21 plus shipping. This was through an counter offer. situation, my fees would be $420. It's going to Jacksonville, Florida. I had this originally listed for $35. I really think it was worth that, but somebody sent me an offer of $21. I paid $216 for this. This was listed back at the end of May. So 2 months and a week. And I made $14.64. All right, next, this is the other Torrid top. It is Torrid size 1X top, Harper floral flip dot pop over roll tab sleeve, fairy sheer. I'm going to put it in this one that's just sitting here waiting to be used, or reused rather. Got a lot of boxes in the garage that I need to break down and bring in here to use. I just picked up some from my neighbor. To update you guys on the error that I made last time, it's not looking good. Nothing is tracking yet. I'll check again after this because I haven't checked since yesterday. And I did message the buyer and they're just like, not looking good. Like, yeah. So I guess eventually I'll give them their money back. And if it gets to them, then it gets to them and I just lose money. And if it doesn't get to them, then they've got their money back. If it gets redelivered to my neighbor, she'll let me know, hopefully. And if it gets redelivered to me, either way, if I get it back, I will reach out to him and say, hey, do you still want it? If so, you can buy it again. 9 by 10. It weighs 6 ounces exactly, so I'm going to round that up to 7. Because it's between 4 and 8, that's really what matters. It goes up in increments of 4 ounces on USPS ground. I recently learned that. One of you guys told me. I was like, oh, I had no idea. $4.80 is how much shipping is for this top. I paid $3.24. It's going to California. And it was also promoted, so my fees were higher. With shipping, they paid $30.51. $8.43 are my fees. And so it's going to be pretty low. $14.04. All right, the next one, I picked up like 6 or 7 of these Ralph Lauren purple label, you know, the expensive one, like $600 shirt. I picked up several of these. Every single one of them had like a little flaw, except for this one, I think. I don't remember seeing any flaws on this one. This took a while to sell. I've got one more left. Ralph Lauren purple label size 15.5 Oxford dress shirt, 120s, 2-ply cotton, Italy. They sent me an offer of $40. I went ahead and accepted that. California. Going to somewhere in California. Somebody sent me a message earlier today saying, what's your lowest on the other one? And so I told him 40, and he's like, 20? Why even bother asking me what my lowest is? if you're just gonna send me a counter offer. And he didn't do it in the normal offer counter offer way. He's just sent me a message. So I'm like, you're not even really serious, or else you'd counter the offer of 40 that I sent you, so that way it would be paid for if I accepted it. That's my feeling, at least. They paid with shipping $48.55. My fees were $7.01. Had it listed for $60. It weighs 8.8, so that'll round up to 9. And my shipping is $5.70. I paid $10.55 for each one of these shirts. It's a little high. $25.29. Well, at least it got over $20 in profit, because that is what I would like for everything to be. But obviously, as you can see, so far is a dream. I don't find that many high ASP items in order to only sell things that would garner a $20 profit. Okay, we have two more to go. This next one is the last eBay order, and then I have the Facebook Marketplace. It is a Kodak film vintage camera strap, yellow and black, 35mm film design photography gift. Just a cool old vintage strap. Did I get this at the bins? I think I did. Yeah, the Denver Goodwill Outlet, the bins. I paid $1.07 for it, and I had it listed for $24.96. They sent me an offer of $21.22. Okay, I'll take that. Or I sent them that offer. I'm not sure where that's how much it sold for, plus shipping. And that was $28.47. It also was promoted. So my fees, $7.96. Having to do math in my head, $7.96. And we'll figure up shipping. It's got some metal in here. I'm going to put it in a padded. I think I'll just put it in this prime, which has an old label on it. So if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, where I'm like, maybe it'll come back to me, blah, blah, blah. I left an old label on a package, and I put the new label not right over it. Where did my big marker go? I guess it's in the other room. I'm going to go ahead and scratch out anything that can be scanned or typed in, just in case. And then I'm going to fold it over anyway. Whew. Okay, this measures 8 by 7. And it weighs 4.4, rounding up to 5. And shipping is $4.80. So I made $14.64. It's going to North Carolina. Okay, so the last one is this belt, and this is the Facebook Marketplace order. So I need to go open my Facebook, because I didn't get an email with this one. I just have to go and check Facebook Marketplace periodically. Should check it daily, but to see if something sold. Yeah, And I've got to buy the label myself, I'm pretty sure. This is going to someone in Garland. Okay, so I'm going to go to Pirate Ship and get the label. I think I'll put this in a padded mailer as well. Put it in this one. Got the old label on there. I'm going to be freaked out about this from now on. I think when I am breaking down the boxes, I'm going to go ahead and get my big fat marker and scratch out the labels. So that way it can't accidentally be scanned if I forget to put the label on top of the other label. So this is 11 by 9 by 4. 11 by 9 by 4, and it weighs 14.3 ounces, so I'll round that up to 15 ounces. Pirate Ship gives you discounted labels just like eBay would. The best or cheapest way to ship it is going to be $5.86. So I can also do it USPS. See if that's going to get there faster. It's estimated to get there by the same time, so but I'll do USPS. $5.86. That's the same exact cost. And what belt was this? I did mark it as Larry Mahan. This is a Larry Mahan belt, size 46, leather, cognac brown, Western holster style, silver buckle. If you ever see, and I'll put a picture, the belt that has like a split, that's a holster style that you can slide a holster in. And in Texas, people like their guns. It's an open carry state. Don't really see that a lot though. Did I print it? No, I have not printed it yet. I got to copy the tracking info so I can paste that into Facebook. I'm gonna do that real quick. Mark as shipped. All right, going to Garland, which is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So that's it. I will put on the screen how much I made. I'll put a little note that says how much of that came from my antique vendor mall rack. I have clothes on a rack. I explain it in a lot of videos. I'm trying not to repeat everything that I usually say. Oh, I do need to tell you how much this sold for. So this sold for full price of $36 plus shipping, and my selling fee was $4.76. I paid $6.90 for this. I did pay up because I knew it would sell for a decent amount. $44 is how much with shipping, and then my shipping was, what did I say, 5 something, 586. So how much did I make? Oh, I goofed. 44. I made 26.48. Nice. All right, that's cool. You guys just keep listening. I have been doing that. I have been listening to my own advice, and have a great day.